Janet and John go to the nursery. Today, Janet and John are going to the plant nursery. Do you know what a plant nursery is? John doesn't. See John put on his best play clothes, bright yellow dungarees, a red and white stripy jumper, and bright orange baseball cap with sequins. See Timmy Mallet. No, John, said Janet, it's not the right day for your playgroup. We're going to the plant nursery. See John hold his breath and lay on the floor. John is very cross. You've seen that enough. John is very cross and takes ages to get him strapped into his safety seat. Naughty John. When they arrive at the nursery, there are lots of people buying plants for the garden. See the Volvos. Janet says, I'm going to look for some cacti and something for the hanging baskets. Can I trust you not to get into mischief?
Yes, says John. I will be a very good boy.
While John is waiting, he goes to look at some of the vegetable plants in the big greenhouse. Hello, says Mrs. Higgins. Were you looking for something special? I don't like the way this is going already.
No, but I wanted to grow the really big vegetables to win prizes.
John likes prizes. Mrs. Higgins says the biggest prize plants to grow are usually the marrows or pumpkins. They can get to be enormous. But you have to make sure that they get plenty of water, fed regularly if you want large specimens. If you go into the shop, you can see photographs of some of the prized vegetables I've grown. Clever Mrs. Higgins.
Can I buy some of the plants to grow big vegetables?
Says John. Of course, says Mrs. Higgins. Marrows are always very popular at the Women's Institute Garden Show. I can let you have 2 marrow plants for the price of 1 if you're interested.
Yes, please,
says John. Mrs. Higgins says, let me know when you're going to plant them, as they need to be covered up with plastic to start with, until they get used to being outside. You should fertilize the soil before you plant them, and prick them out 2 feet. Otherwise, they'll get too crowded. Don't worry too much about top dressing them until they're a bit bigger. I can pop around to give you a hand if you like. See John hop and skip over to the shop to look at the photographs of the really big vegetables. Soon John sees Janet.
Hello, Janet,
says John. Janet says, have you been a good boy?
Yes,
says John.
Mrs. Higgins was telling me all about her prize-winning specimens. She said she thought I should win prizes too, as long as I made sure I have a well-prepared bed. She wants to come around and see me prick out 2 feet apart. And to make sure I have proper protection while hardening off. She told me not to worry about dressing before she comes round, and said in no time at all I should have something that would be worth showing to the Women's Institute. Did you know how many cacti Janet can force down John's dungarees? John does. Hear the screams. Poor John.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding, ding dong, dong, ding, ding dong, ding, ding dong, ding, ding dong.